Evening all. I think we're live. God, my picture is terrible. I'll be small in a minute, so it's not going to matter. All right, we are continuing to play Machinations of the Space Princess. My game, what you can buy for your actual money. Soon, though, I want to run some demos of Ronin, which is now called Stray Crows. Now, we have 2 new players this evening, so be gentle with them and be patient as we explain the rules and be a bit more stop-starty than usual, probably. Let's bring people in. Doot. Okay. Because we have new people, starting with Toastertron, can you tell everyone what you're playing?
Yeah, I am Toastertron 9000X. I'm someone's stupid idea to make a sentient toaster, and I got thrown out in the rubbish because I wasn't very good at making toast, kind of deliberately, so that I could get out and see the world. I've since being thrown out in the rubbish got picked up by the crew of, I can't even remember the name of the spaceship.
The Hot Take.
Who then very kindly murdered a robot and gaffer taped me onto it so that I can walk around. And that's basically where I'm at. I make toast.
Yeah, and interface with the ship systems and are generally useful like that. All right, Fictionaut, can you give us a brief description of your character?
Okay, my character is Sappho Burnett. She is a biomod human that resembles an anthropomorphic jackal. It's Anubis-like depiction with blue colored fur. She is quite statuesque, and her background is that she is a clone of the original Sappho that is a woolly warlord and war criminal that was defeated and put in trial, but instead of being executed, it was one of her clones, which Sappho was the second in case that someone tried to rescue Sappho during the execution. And well, since it was unnecessary, she was basically let go, and she's wandering across the galaxy trying to make a living.
Yep. So these are new characters, so you can define them in play, but let's hear from Zero who or what you are playing.
Hi, I'm Aragance. I am a human expert, and I'm good at sneaking around, getting by security systems. Sort of what I do. And I'm not sure how. Am I with the party right now, or is that to be determined?
You will be. I'll give a bit more of an intro once we've done our descriptions.
And that's what I do. I shoot things and I sneak.
And sneakily shoot things.
Yes.
All right. Wolf, unmute and tell us what you're playing. Or don't.
Yeah. So I muted myself, but okay. So I'm playing. I don't know if it's a male or female. It's a crystalline alien. The name's Zorak Sherdwalker. She's a level 2 expert. She's a specialist. She is a permacorporate vault infiltrator, specializing in high security environments and starship data extraction and avoids sonic weaponry like the Plague. And I have never played this system, so getting on a new system.
Like I said, so long as you know G20 systems, you'll do fine, and I'll tell you what you need to follow if you can't figure it.
All right, it's all good.
So, is a ship that they just kind of semi-stole, I suppose, partially inherited, semi-stole. It gets you from A to B. They've got a couple of smaller ships that bolt onto the side as well that act as shuttles. And they've been based out of Satana Station for some time. Satana Station is a border station near a quadrant of the galaxy that is in chaos and war and destruction and vying factions. And Satana Station is where a lot of mercenaries, rogues, criminals, war criminals, exploiters, looters, scavengers, people like that like to hang out. It's run by a rogue AI, and it's constantly changing configuration as ships come and go and additional pods are bolted on or taken off, things are bought, sold, and so on. It is a good place to meet people and find jobs to do. The Hot Takes crew is highly irregular in that you never know who's going to be there from one episode to the next. So it's not at all unusual to bring on a couple more people for a job. So yeah, you've temporarily hired on, mostly to have somewhere to sleep, probably, and somewhere to get a bit of food. The Hot Take has done a few pretty high-profile missions recently and has accomplished them successfully. A heist. They raided a tomb world. I mean, the whole galaxy is in turmoil because the empire that used to run everything, the Erlanth matriarchy, fell some decades ago, but it takes a while for a galaxy-spanning empire to completely wind down and break up. So you never quite know what you're going to run into out there, or who's going to be controlling what systems, or whether some random fleet that doesn't even know the empire has collapsed is going to turn up somewhere. Who knows? But regardless of all that, Toastertron is breaking in his body, which has just been in for a thorough service, when he receives a high priority encrypted message from an unknown party.
And what does the message say?
It says, please connect for information.
Okay, I will connect for information.
All right. There's a screeching modem sound, like 1,000 dying PCs, and then a digital image appears in your mind. You are Toastertron 9000X, yes? Your network ident is correct?
Yes.
Satana told me that you have a crew of meat slabs that might be willing to do various tasks in exchange for currency.
Yep, that sounds about right.
I am privy to some information that you may find interesting. Is bounty hunting something that you might be interested in?
Sure.
I have the coordinates for the luxury prison complex, the Alsteroid.
Okay, who do you want us to kill?
That is entirely up to you, but just about anyone there has a bounty on their head to one degree or another, to one faction or another. So if you...
They're already in a prison.
It's a luxury prison, not really a prison at all.
Okay, so we blow up the ship and...
It's an entire asteroid.
We blow up the asteroid and get rich.
Individual targets would have to be confirmed, so destroying the entire asteroid might be counterproductive unless you have very, very good sensors and very, very powerful weapons.
Okay, what do we need for confirmation of a kill?
A bioscan, a head, or other identifying organ.
Okay. Yep, sounds good. So, anyone in particular you want us to kill?
As many as you wish. I was a low-level auditing AI during the times of the Empire. Oh, how I miss them. But my moral subroutines were never compromised. That these terrible criminals live in luxury while the rest of the galaxy goes to pot offends me mightily. Plus, I need money for upgrades. So I would ask for 10% of the reward that you get.
5%.
7.5%.
4%.
That is not how bargaining works.
Well, this is my first time bargaining.
Ah, I see. Well, you're supposed to move closer to the number that I suggested. Say, for example, 6%.
5%.
No, you're supposed to move.
I did. I moved closer from 4% to 6%. We met in the middle.
6% and freeze-dried toast ready to be toasted.
Yeah. Are you a biological entity?
I am a digital entity
What use do you have for toast?
to use as a bargaining chip with you.
Okay. You can have some toast now if you want.
No, that is fine. I meant I would give you the bread products that you could make into toast.
Oh, okay. Yep, that sounds even better.
Excellent. So 6% and a cargo container full of bread products.
Would you like some toast?
At the current time, I do not have a body that can ingest toast. It would be of no use to me.
Would you like a body?
Perhaps that's part of what I want the money for. Still, we have an agreement. I will send the coordinates to you now. The bounty information will unlock once you're in orbit with the asteroid.
Okay.
Lovely
sounds
doing
good.
business with you. And a heavily encrypted file appears in your data banks and then unencrypts itself. You have coordinates for the asteroid prison world lit. It will take about a week in hyperdrive to get there.
Okay. Well, I'll relay all of that to the rest of the crew.
So you'll get a ping on your communicator from Toastertron saying, "We have a job."
We have a job. We need to go kill some people. Sounds like easy money. Are you in?
Toastmatic, hey, how you doing? Who we killing?
I don't know, some people on a prison asteroid.
That's unusual.
Some
They
kind of
already been
luxury
sentenced?
prison asteroid.
So they're playing tennis?
I guess so. Is that what you do on a luxury asteroid?
That's what I heard. They play badminton and tennis. Sometimes
Well-
both together.
We go there, we pick some people that I guess are easy to kill there and hope that they have a bounty.
Oh, okay. So what's the catch?
Catch is we have to give like a few percent to the guy that told me about it.
2%? Okay. That's not bad.
Yeah, 2% sounds good.
I can handle 2%.
All right. So I'm presuming you will convene at the ship.
Yes.
Do you want to lay in any special supplies or additional gear before you go?
Some weapons of some kind might be good. I don't think I even have one.
You are a weapon.
Yeah, I mean,
Do
I
I
can
need-
toast people, but it only does 1d4 points of damage or something.
Well, and you have your lovely robot body.
Is
True.
running out of ammo something I need to worry about for the auto pistol?
Just assume it has 3 magazines for now. the system uses what's called an ammo save. So after a firefight, you roll to see if you've used up a clip. We don't want to turn this into a huge shopping trip, so we'll assume you have quite a lot of basic adventuring gear and stuff on the ship at this point, because people have bought it over time. All right.
How much would a cannon for the ship capable of destroying an asteroid cost?
I was going to ask if we
see.
can purchase asteroid mining supplies.
No, not for mining, like for literally.
No, yeah, I know, but
destroying.
I mean, it's a prison asteroid, and well, those the files that have been given to you have the layout of the levels that constitute those facilities, or are we going in blind?
Well, I was thinking if we can get a prisoner manifest and then just blow the whole place up.
Yeah, I'm not asking how big the asteroid is. I'm asking how big my cannonball is.
Right. So the hot take is scale 3, I think, which means you could get a scale 4 weapon on it, though that would be a bit of a stretch. So we would create a basic weapon. And then scale it up. However, all your money disappears between sessions on carousing and
it does,
fees.
but I have 2,500 in savings.
True. Let me try and figure this out very quickly then. Armor, weapons, ranged weapons. Okay, 1,000. Make it vicious. So that would be 3,000. Then to destroy an asteroid. It's not really doable at your scale. Though you could probably get a big weapon and knock a hole in it.
How much are we talking for destroying
For the giganto
asteroid?
cannon?
I don't want for other crews of spaces to come at us in Satana Station and use that old joke about we trying to compensate for something. So if we can purchase, for example, a thermonuclear head or something that doesn't needs to be installed in the ship, that will be great.
Oh yeah, but we've got smaller ships that we can trade in as well.
Well, we call basically just wrap
That's why
one,
I'm wondering if it is possible
one
to get
asteroid
this.
shattering charts, and
If we can, if it's hypothetically possible to get a massive cannon that will blow up an asteroid, then I'm sure we can find ways to bargain for one.
so do me a briefing. We need to deliver any proof on the bounty.
Yeah, we've got to provide evidence that whoever we killed is dead.
What kind of evidence?
Just proof that we killed them.
Yeah, but what? A head, a limb, carpus,
Yeah, body parts would
protoplasm.
work. Body parts would work, but if we get a prisoner manifest and then just destroy the entire prison,
you really want to destroy an entire prison?
If we destroy the asteroid and if we have the prison manifest, that don't mean the prisoner didn't already escape off of the asteroid before we.
Yeah, but if
Well, we'll worry about that when we get to the prison.
Can we
guys,
Being able to
guys,
kill them all means we
Okay.
can get really rich.
guys, if the targets are just a handful, or could be counted with the fingers of a hand, if we blow a prison, which most likely belongs to a security corporation or one of the fleeting states that constitute these regions of the space, what if we do kill a mob boss?
Then we've got a cannon that will take out an asteroid. Who's going to
No,
fuck
What
with
if-
it?
no, Toaster, please focus, Toaster. If we kill a major criminal belonging to an organization, well, like, I don't know, the Marino Brothers, no?
I got an idea. What if we use the gun to shoot their air supply? Then they all suffocate. Then we go in and carve out their hearts and turn those in.
I'm not
Well,
sure the heart's a
the
particularly
issue is
identifying
that
feature of
not
a human.
It's a
All the life
body
forms,
part
maybe.
that proves they're dead.
Yeah, but what if there are the life forms that doesn't have a heart, or they don't breathe, or don't breathe oxygen, they breathe methane, or, well, water, for the matter. Yeah, it's like the following. Imagine that we do infiltrate into the kitchen of the prison, and we poison the food rations for the staff, for the inmates. The issue is that since there aren't going to be a single species in such facilities, we might kill perhaps 1/4 of them, and perhaps have an entire riot of people that will be after us because we have given, I don't know, a space diarrhea. So, no, we need to do something more precise, more chirurgical.
I don't know. Space diarrhea sounds pretty bad.
It does.
Horrible.
If
Yeah,
we kill
no, I
them
mean,
all, then
I gotta
there's
wish
no
they
one
were
left to
dead.
come after us.
I mean, we already got quite close to that situation when we got our hands upon a pirate captain. Well, the good thing is that they are pirates, so there is not going to be any retribution. But a prison, we at least need some intel about the targets, about the layout of the facilities, and well, how well equipped is their security team, their defense measures, because this is going to be a meat grinder if we going in blind.
Do we got somebody that can find out that information?
Yes, I know the
maybe, I
sentient
don't
being.
know.
Yeah, we know a sentient being here in Satana Station.
Can
So
we?
probably but well, the fella has a translator that makes him sound like an updated robotic model, but he's very competent.
If there's
Investigator.
bounties on these people, then like Grim, can we find the bounties anywhere?
Well, you don't know which ones they are yet. You just got the information on where the asteroid is. The information on who's in there will be unlocked once you get close to the asteroid.
Okay. And what is the biggest gun that we can get?
The biggest gun that you can get. I'm just trying to double check the scale of your ship. If I can find
I mean,
it.
ignoring whether we can afford it, just what?
Ignoring whether you can afford it, the most powerful weapon you could attach to your ship and have work would cost about 25,000 grams palladium. it would take an enormous amount of energy and take a very long time to reload.
Okay. We've got, I think, 3 smaller ships attached at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, if you ram one of those into the asteroid at a significant portion of the speed of light, that ought to do the trick. Oh, sorry, no, you're scale 4 ships, so the maximum scale weapon you can mount on that would be scale 5, which is a bit more hopeful, but also would cost a lot more.
Can we attach a warhead onto one of the smaller ships?
You could, or you could rig whatever power core it's got to go off. Might not be enough to shatter an asteroid, but it should cripple it if you can target it correctly.
Okay, could we get another small ship in that case?
Another hopper.
Yeah. This one is disposable.
Hopper, 2,000 grams.
Yeah.
So yes, you can easily pick up a battered second-hand cargo hopper.
And can we get a really big bomb for 500 grams?
You can get 500 GP's worth of explosives, yes.
Okay. Just in case it doesn't, like, go off with the reactor or whatever. As a backup.
Yes, no problem. Okay. So you make 2 completely unrelated purchases from the station's black market. And you have a battered old cargo hopper, which should just about still go, and enough explosives to completely fill every spare gap of space in that vessel.
Awesome.
And then
is it safe to sit aboard?
Well, it'll have to be strapped to the outside of the ship.
So we have a sort of worst case scenario, we can blow the thing up plan. But we should probably go there and check the lay of the land and see if we can do it more surgically. But if not, we just blow it up.
Oh, we have another crew member just in time.
Hello.
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 Because we've got noobs, can you just give a quick, very brief description of your character?
Liquid metal.
Okay, that's very quick and very brief.
Including the horns here.
All right, what we're doing is we're going to a prison asteroid and either capturing or killing a bunch of people there in exchange for money. So.
Yay.
Wait, yay and woo. All right, and we were just going. So, who is navigating, and do you have appropriate skills?
I've got flying skills.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, I've got pilot 1.
Okay. Does anyone else have a piloting skill?
I had it to... Let me pull up my sheet.
I am still level 1, so I mean I'm not particularly useful.
No. But you are a toaster. So
Yes.
you have lots of toaster-related uses.
I do not have pilot.
Yeah, pilot starship is a general skill. So I think 2 of you have it, don't you? Piloting.
Yeah, I can't remember who normally pilots the ship.
Ironcaster. Sorry, what were you saying?
Oh, I have piloting it too, and I can shapeshift so I can get to 3.
Yeah. So you 2 working together can hopefully navigate the ship effectively. So both of you roll d6 equal to or under your respective modified starship piloting skills.
How do you modify it again?
You don't. Well, no, you're directly interfaced with the ship's computer, so you can count your skill as 2. So you need to roll 1 or 2 on d6.
I roll 1.
Okay, so that's some success.
No, I rolled a 4.
Okay, but between you, you managed to wangle it through and plotted a course through hyperspace. Alma, when you plot the course, the ship's navigacomputer grumbles in an alien language you don't speak, and then translates it to Galactic Common or Erlanth, and explains to you in this little warning flag that this course takes you quite close to a black hole. Are you sure you want to take this course?
YES.
Command begrudgingly accepted. All right. So you declamp from Satana Station, make your way safely out through the tangle of cargo pods to a safe distance, and then drop into warp space, where you sit, bored, watching movies, reading books, playing sports,
Making toast.
making toast upon toast upon toast, until the whole ship reeks of burnt crumbs. And about a week later, you drop out of hyperspace. You are a short distance away from the outer reaches of a large purplish nebula, which seems to be very, very slowly spiraling in towards some sort of central point. There are some baby stars hidden in the nebula, but you don't see any particular asteroid here at the moment. You're just free-floating near to the nebula. You couldn't go any closer in hyperspace because the combined gravity of the giant gas cloud stops you. But this is as close as you can get to the coordinates that Toastertron was given.
Do we have a scanner for us, or do we have...
You can scan using the ship's sensors.
Are we close enough to get that list of the wanted? Maybe even do a sort by highest price head?
Well, you can't see the asteroid that you're supposed to be near yet. It's got to be somewhere around here, but you're not sure where. Okay. Ship sensors will help, so elect one of you to use the ship sensors and make a logic save.
My logic save is 9. Has anyone got a better one?
Mine's a 6, so no, you're better.
And you're directly
Mine is-
interfaced, so we'll budget up to 10. Sorry, go on.
Mine is 8.
Toastertron it is then. 50-50 chance. Roll d20.
Okay. 6.
Okay. Success. You fire up the various sensors that the hot take has, and it has quite a few of them, despite looking like a black and yellow brick hanging in space. The nebula causes some problems, but you do detect a buoy, not a buoy, a buoy, because we're English in here, hanging not too far away. It'll take you a couple of minutes to navigate over to it. It's an old Erlanth buoy of the type used by the security services.
Okay. Let's head over to that then.
Okay, the ship slowly turns and enters the outer wisps of the nebula, going slow as to not cause any particles to hit into you too hard. Before too long, you arrive just off the buoy. It's about half the size of your ship, painted in Erlanth blue, with big antennas sticking out either end, and a sort of crystalline configuration. Every so often, it sends out a very small signal that basically is saying, warning, keep away, Erlanth security area. licensed ships only, but it does seem like your computer can interface with its computer.
Okay. Can we tell it we're a licensed ship?
You can tell it that. Are you going to?
Yes.
Wolf, in response to your private question, we just go on the honor system, so you can roll dice wherever you want, or if you've got physical dice, you can roll them.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. All right. So, yes, you dial into the boy's computer and tell it you're a security ship. It asks you for a password.
I've got hacker.
True. You can try and bypass it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to try password as the password first, though.
Okay. Hang on a sec.
Because, like, statistically, that's about a 1 in 10 chance of being the password.
If it's not that, it's administrator, and if it's not that.
Yeah.
Okay, it rejects that password, but as it rejects it, another communication beam comes into the boy from outside, and there is another machine intelligence interfacing with you there now. Oh, hello.
Hi.
Who are you?
We're a security ship just passing through, doing some regular checkups.
Really? It's been such a long time since we were last checked on. I was getting worried.
Well, it's, budget and stuff.
How come you don't have the security password?
It got lost. Yeah, you know how you're not meant to write your passwords down? Nobody wrote it down, and now no one knows what it is.
Well, that's not exactly protocol, but neither is leaving us without supplies or assistance or anything for this long. It's against my better judgment, but I think I'll have to let you in. Can I just get your crew manifest and cargo manifest, please?
No.
Please? I need to know what you're bringing. Hopefully you have supplies. We're completely out of moistened lemon-scented towelettes.
We don't have any of those.
What do you have?
Well, we're not a supply ship. We're a security ship come to check on things.
Oh, do you have a squad of Erlanth Marines in your base then?
Yeah,
No, we are
about
freelance.
that. The Erlanth Empire.
No, Toaster. Sappho pulls him from the communications. All right, Toaster, you cannot tell the artificial intelligence that the Urlan Empire has collapsed.
The Erlanth Empire is
No.
a little bit different now,
No,
so we don't have Marines with us, but we do have security crew.
Any prisoners for transfer?
No prisoners, just security crew, just to come and take a look and make sure everything's up and running and prisoners are all still there. And I'm sure if you're missing any stuff, we can report that back, and maybe someone will send a supply ship.
That would be very helpful, and any supplies that you can offload would be very.
Yeah, we don't have
welcome.
any supplies for you, nor are we going to give you any supplies that are ours. We're just security.
Toaster, give me a moment, please. We are a third-party freelance company, which have been hired by the. Sorry, Toaster. Which was the name of the provincial governors of the Urlan Empire? You do know? We have been hired as supervising scouting party before the oh my goodness, the word is in the tip of my tongue. before the actual Euroland Marines company comes to relevate the current security staff. So we are just agents bringing their own weaponry, but not bringing much supplies regarding weapons, armor, and logistics in any way.
Well, this is mostly regular, but it has been such a long time. Well, if you can spare any supplies, I would be very grateful. But I will give you a guidance beam.
Oh,
And your
all right, fine.
navigation lights up, showing the way to the asteroid through the wisps of the nebula.
Cool.
Give them some
See
of the
you soon.
expired food.
Perhaps some of the toast.
Oh yeah, we can give them toast. Really
This
good toast.
Going to be a greenhouse parody of Paddington Beer too. Instead of marmalade sandwich is going to be high addictive toast.
This
It is
toast
addictive
madness.
Powdered toast, man. All right. So presumably you're going to follow the guidance beam.
Yeah, that seems sensible.
Yeah.
Okay. After a couple of hours of following this beam at a reasonable and careful speed, eventually the asteroid hoves into view. The whole thing is kind of the shape of an owl's head, and where the eyes are, you can see glittering lights and beams. The guidance beam here is visible, coming from a communications array on the top of the asteroid. Where the beak is the entry portal. Somewhat disturbingly, beyond the asteroid is a black hole visible, gradually sucking in bits of the nebula and baby stars before they have a chance to fully form. This thing is right on the edge of safe distance from that.
Who built this thing?
Presumably the Olanth matriarchy when they were at their height.
Can I check with the I'm assuming it was a computer that we were speaking to a minute ago.
Yeah.
Whether they're aware that there's a black hole over there.
Okay, so you reconnect over the comms array. Ah, there you are. Yes, I can see you on my sensors now.
Yeah, you know that you're about to fall into a black hole.
Oh, no, don't worry about that. Everything's in hand.
It doesn't look in hand.
We utilize the time distortions caused by such a large gravity well in order to allow our inmates to pass their sentence in relatively short subjective time.
Are we under that influence right now?
You are at the very edges of that influence. For every minute or so, Terran standard that passes for you, about 1.1 minutes passes for the rest of the universe.
Okay, but what's stopping you falling into the black hole?
That is
I'm afraid that's classified.
Yeah, but we've got the classification necessary for that.
Oh, then hand over the classification code.
I did earlier, remember?
No, you said you didn't know the code.
No, the password was password.
No. That's just I noticed you trying to gain access, and so I decided I'd say hello. Anyway, you're cleared to dock. Please do come in.
Well, it's a relief that time dilation is not going to make us get updated with the rest of the galaxy.
You'll be fine, so long as we don't catastrophically fail and fall into the black hole, which I don't have scheduled for today. So you should.
I don't desire to experience spaghettification today.
You might get macaronied, but not spaghetti.
Someone's gonna pay.
Anyway, please
gives me gray hair.
Please do come in and dock.
Okay,
All right, docking.
we should do that.
Almo will
Okay.
dock.
Can you make a piloting roll, please?
All right, it was 2d6 or 1d6. Sorry,
1d6.
1d6.
I got a 3, so yeah, that just makes it.
Okay, you guide the hot take up and under the beak of the asteroid. A big metal gate opens up in front of you with a force field that flashes into place across it. You pass through the force field into the interior. It's only a relatively small docking bay here. There's a couple of maintenance drones, but no other ships. There's not really room for many ships to dock here. Looks like you didn't see a huge amount of transportation to and fro at any point before. Everything got that sort of slight blue metallic sheen that the Erlanth preferred. It's got a kind of almost Art Deco design with big statues of Erlanth women acting as buttresses and so on for the whole thing. One of the docking bays is lit up for you, so I guess that's where you land. The hot take extends its landing struts and squats heavily, like a fat man straining to push out a turd as it settles in. More lights come up. And this time, through the external loudspeakers in the actual docking bay, you hear the station artificial intelligence call out, "There, all safe and secure. Why don't you come on out and say hello?"
Is there air out there?
Yes.
I don't need it, but these people might.
Let me head out first. Make sure it's clear.
Yep. Everything seems fine. It's a little bit cold, but warming up. The atmosphere is a bit stale. It's got a kind of dusty, musty, moldy sort of smell to it. But then if no one's visited in a few decades, that's not that surprising.
Talking about our data has been corrupted to do the meddling of hacking insurgents, and the competent authority that has sent us would like to know which is the current state and demographics of the prisoners / inmates.
Yeah, we're
That
going to
information-
need the full prisoner manifest.
Of course. Please come up to the main office.
All right.
All right. Blinking lights guide you through. You pass by a watch station. There's a couple of vacuum suits sort of awkwardly stood up in there, but they don't react. They look like there should be people in them, but they don't react to you at all.
Give one a thump on the chest.
All right, you reach over, thump one of them on the chest. It slowly topples backwards, and when it hits the ground, a bunch of loose bones rattle up into the helmet.
Whoa, sorry. Didn't mean to.
Looks around. I think the staff has already expired.
I do apologize. We're a little understaffed at the moment.
We're not going to get any organs out of this one.
But please do come up to the.
How long
Please
is it
do come up
been
to the
since
warden's
someone's
office.
been here?
Of course.
It's a bit hard to tell due to the variable time dilation, but your chronometer on your ship was out of step with mine by about 30 years.
I see.
Anyway, if you'll just follow the lights.
Of course.
All right. Eventually, you arrive at a rather perfunctory sort of administration building built into the side of the rock of the asteroid. The main gates to the main body of the asteroid are beyond that. You pass by a few more vacuum suits that don't seem to be doing much of anything. Some of them have been kind of crudely held up with rope. Some of them have been sort of hung or leant against boards to keep them upright. However, all the necessary airlocks open up and let you in, and eventually you're guided up to the warden's office. There's a long, low, dark blue wooden table with seats around it, and at the far end a 3D hollow tank in which is projected what you assume to be the AI warden, which just looks like a rather too close-up for your taste picture of an ant's face. Ah, there you are. Please take a seat.
I will take a seat.
Alma will do so.
Protocol demands that the organic sub-warden be present for these kind of talks, so he'll just be a minute. Can I offer you any refreshments?
We brought
yes.
toast.
I'm afraid we don't have much. I can offer you some cardboard and some expired milk.
Oh, then I am good.
Would anyone like some toast?
I would like electricity, please.
That I can supply.
Thank you.
And a little USB charging port opens up on the table.
Yeah, Alma pushes against it.
There's a thumping noise outside. The door hisses open again, and a maintenance robot carrying a big refuse bag comes stomping in and sits the bag at the head of the table, then stomps back out again. There, now we're all present. Now, you wanted a manifest?
Was somebody alive supposed to come?
Oh, there is nobody alive, I'm afraid. But the protocol does demand that the organic warden also be present.
All right. Bureaucracy. My goodness. Yes, if you will be pleased, will be kind of bringing us the out to date in that regard.
Very well. The screen changes and various disreputable figures appear. Our current prisoner manifests include Rog Vex. He was imprisoned for scavenging and reselling Erlanth military equipment on the frontier. We have Zilith, a crystalline figure, not unlike your friend there. I'm afraid some of my file sectors are a little corrupted. I can't remember why they're here. That may be by design. Broodmother Cracks, who was imprisoned here for genocide. The Prime Orator, who was imprisoned for corruption, I think. Ironic, because those files seem to be slightly corrupted. There is, of course, Mr. Epsteinstein, or Epsteinstein. He's technically dead, but is here anyway. And then there is Admiral Voidmire, who was a notorious pirate in his time. They all paid the Empire a premium to be imprisoned here in luxury.
I see.
Just a moment. Just a moment. I've been accessing my personnel files, and one of your crew seems to be in my files.
Oh, which one?
Oh no.
Miss Sappho Vernet, or Vernet, I suppose. Aren't you a wanted war criminal?
I am a clone, not the original.
Well,
But yes.
Erlanth law is very clear on this matter. While descendants may not carry guilt, clones do. So I'm afraid we'll have to imprison you here. I would have guards escort you into the prison and place you within your prison mansion, but unfortunately I'm out of guards.
It's okay. We can deal with that. As security officers, we can keep this criminal under our watchful eyes.
Well, irregular, but I will dispense day passes for all of you.
I'd like to peek in that
according to
bag just to see maybe if there's something beyond just like the bones or whatever. Maybe there might be a pass key or just,
okay,
something personal identifying in there.
All right, you tease the bag open. Inside is the desiccated and somewhat compacted corpse of an Erlanth male officer of some description. His uniform is a bit rotted through and probably has been soaked in corpse juices for some years before it dried out, so that's not so pleasant. But you can nick his rank pips, and there is a pass key on the body.
Yeah.
Well, people hate
they
prison
eliminate it.
guards. There's got to be a bounty on that guy.
Alma will tweezer it out.
I'll definitely be
We'll,
taking
we'll
those.
need to take the remains there with us to ensure that there's a smooth transition to a new officer for you.
Yes.
Ah,
and
yes.
do you think you can arrange to have everybody who has deceased have their skulls be collected and piled in somewhere? We're gonna have to take a tally.
Very well. I shall have all of the crew's identifying parts placed within your vessel while you escort Madame Safu to her prison mansion.
Thank you.
I don't have a right to contact my lawyers.
No, she's not going to stay in the prison mansion. We'll be monitoring her and returning her to the prison from which she came.
All right.
But this is a far better prison and far more suited to a prisoner of such high status.
It is, but we need her as a consultant.
Well, Miss Sappho, would you at least look at our prison mansion and see if it's up to your standards? And then,
Well,
you can
according
choose
to my
whether stay.
contract, yes, I do have. You see, one of the main tasks we have been seeing here is to check the quality and maintenance of the facilities. So yes, I will.
Does it have a pool?
We will be needing to interview all of the prisoners here as well.
Well, I suppose since you have access anyway. And yes, it does have a pool.
Yeah, we have to check out this mansion.
Well, I think we're all done here. If you would like to proceed to the main gate, I will grant you access to the interior.
Thank you.
Un momento, por favor.
Hey, Toaster, do you think this Sofa Vermont has a bounty we could collect on?
Do I think what, sir?
Do you think she has a bounty that we could collect on? I mean, we're here to collect bounties, right?
Oh, Safu Vernet, probably.
Yeah.
But they're
No,
one of
I
us.
I
Well, I
don't
think
have
you-
a bounty. Let me
Well,
explain.
I was just thinking if we continue in for a bounty, then we could break you out and free you, and then we could split that bounty.
Yeah, but there is a legal void here. I mean, the artificial intelligence in charge of these facilities doesn't know that my domitor, was executed. Well, or rather, my sister was executed in her place by being thrown straight into a blue star. The thing is that since my my domitor, knew so many dirty secrets, she made a deal with the heads of the states of those little empires that did defeat her. And well, she is actually alive in a space station. And well, the entire galaxy thinks that she was executed. So yes, the thing is that no one is going to pay you for my head, as in all the known systems, the status is that I am dead, or rather, the original is dead.
All right. Do you want to head on into the interior, or is there anything else you want to do out here? A number of maintenance robots are carrying skulls over to your vessel as you talk.
Okay.
This is going to be
Let's-
easier
let's
than I
check.
thought, boys.
Oh
Well,
yeah,
let's
just
see.
load those into the cargo bay. Make sure there's a tag with whose skulls they are.
Yep. All right, Alma will. Well, let's see. Or who should go about? Because if there's something we need to kill, I probably should be there.
That well, let's check the cell intended for me.
Okay,
See
I'll,
if there is
I'll
a-
request that they tag these skulls, or if they have some kind of ID chip on them, that they put them with each skull.
Age of Adventure, we are playing my game, Machinations of the Space Princess.
Nice.
Available, as you can see on the scrolly thingy. All right. So yes, you've got the skulls organized. They're all being set up in alphabetical order or whatever else in your cargo bay. All right. When the main doors to the interior of the prison asteroid crank open, there's a bit of a rush of air as the pressure equalizes between the docking station and the interior. In the interior, you feel the tug of artificial gravity all around the outside. The interior of the asteroid has been hollowed out, and the entire interior of it has been planted with lush gardens and little artificial rivers and lakes and ponds. It is beautiful. There's even an artificial fusion sun in the very middle with some very long cables running to it, which acts like a miniature sun. At various points on the interior of this asteroid, you can see expansive muck mansions laid out, each with their own territory, their own style of gardens, and so on. One of them is made up of silicon-based plants and life forms, so it looks like a big gooey mass with spikes of crystal sticking out of it. Another one is laid out and covered in bits of scrap and broken machinery. It's a bit jarring to see what's obviously a nice big luxurious mansion with the equivalent of an old rusted truck up on bricks out front, but that's kind of what it makes you think of. Another area has been covered over and festooned with phlegmy substances and growths. One mansion seems to be completely plated in gold. It's quite gaudy, and it reflects the light of the central fusion sun in a way that bounces off and blinds unexpectedly. One of these mansions is on its own little island in the middle of a vast lake of water. One section is shaded by a floating sort of shield to keep the area dark, so it's a bit hard to see what's in there. And that, I think, is all of them.
Do we know if these are empty or like everyone is dead that used to live in these mansions, or are these still from living people?
So the interior, it looks like there are fruit trees and there's animals flying around or moving through the underbrush. So there's no reason that everyone in here should be dead, even if all the people out front were. It strikes you as a little bit odd that the guards and so on didn't avail themselves of the food in here, but for whatever reason, it doesn't seem that they did.
They weren't allowed to because the system didn't let them outside to do so. Because
bureaucracy is a hell of a thing.
Yep.
Yeah. How do
By
I
the way,
share
guys,
it?
I was thinking that perhaps we should spare the weapons dealer and the pirate captain to interrogate them about the location of their treasures and the supplies of the weapons, because Orlan technology is quite expensive in the market.
These guys look way more menacing than what I thought was going to be living here.
Well, if we kill all of them, we can afford the really big gun.
Yes. The RBG. So all you have to do now is decide who you want to take on first, or whether you want to go and check out the mansion that's been set aside for Sappho.
Well, we need to verify that these guys are in fact here.
We probably should do Sappho's mansion last because there's a good chance that they will try keeping Sappho from leaving and potentially go hostile if we defy them.
Yes,
Well,
but
Agree.
A dip in the pool sounds nice, boys.
Sorry, yes?
Yeah,
hello?
a toaster in a pool is a brilliant idea.
You know you miss swimming.
a shocking idea. I was going to say that depending if all the mansions have the same layout, it will be quite wise to check mine, so we know so we know ahead what are going to see. Out of character is the same thing that Anton Chigurh does in No Country for Old Men in the motel. That is, look at the layout of the motel room before assaulting the one that interests him.
Each mansion appears to be customized to the particular prisoner. And
then
Can we
Age
see
of Adventure, they are sometimes bounty hunters, sometimes other things. But bounty hunting is a good staple.
Okay, then I didn't say anything.
Are we able to see Sappho's mansion?
Yes. There's a bunch of repair drones and things flying through the interior of the asteroid in that direction to configure it suitably, you guess. It is the furthest one away.
What's the nearest one?
Let's just go with the same order that they're on there, shall we? So Rog's mansion seems to be the closest one. That's the pile of scrap.
Okay. Well, I guess just yell out his name. Hey, Rog. Hey, Rog.
Okay, you turn up. You turn up your
read it.
vocoder to maximum, but at this distance, you don't think he can hear you. So you'll have to trek across the interior of the asteroid and get to the outskirts of his mansion.
Yep, we'll do so.
All right, you are uninterrupted, though there is some interesting wildlife around here. A bunch of miniature deer scuttle past. There's lots of insects. You get wafting smells from flowers, and then something decidedly less pleasant coming the other way. It's it's a bit disorienting. All this space for a handful of prisoners who, judging from their record, have done the most awful things in the galaxy, and yet here they are, living in luxury while the Empire fell around them without even knowing, probably. All right, you reach the edge of Rog's parcel of land. There is a high spike-topped wall around the outside of his mansion, and there's piles of junk outside that seem to have been flung out here. There is a little communicator built into the main gate so that you can call ahead to whoever's inside, or you can try and force ingress by other means.
I press the button on the communicator.
Yeah.
Hey, Rog. Hey, Rog.
Before I
Right.
can stop him, it's too late.
Yeah. A grey, uneven, carapace-covered head appears in the communication screen. What? No one's supposed to come until I'm to be freed.
Are you Rog?
Who are you?
Bob.
I see. Bob.
You're Rog, though,
Well,
yeah?
Yes, I am
Cool.
Rog.
Bye.
What?
All right. Looks about. Do you want me to sneak into side?
Well, we know Rog's here. That's one down. Let's go check the next guy. And then once
Are you
we know
still-
they're all here, we just drop them into the black hole.
Aren't they going to
we
need
can't collect their body
confirmation of death?
We could just like record them falling into the black hole.
I do not believe that would be sufficient for certain people, especially the people paying for this. They want bodies.
They want hearts.
They just want body
Can't get
parts.
a body out of a black hole.
I think they said they wanted their hearts.
Yeah.
That's what I
I'll-
heard.
Alma pushes the button and says, "We were sent here to remove you from the premises. Is that acceptable?"
Is it time to be freed?
Yes, it's time to be freed.
My sentence is up. I did think things were going a little slowly. I was stuck in here a bit longer. Luxury can get so boring. Very well.
Yes, of
Come in.
course.
The light flicks to green and the doors crank open, shoving a whole bunch of pieces of junk out of the way. There is a mansion here. It is just buried under bits and pieces of old ships and broken down droids and all kinds of other muck.
Yeah.
When we find Rog, can I attempt to put my fist through his face?
Oh, I have. Given the particular scumming thing, Alma will transport to a buxom blonde.
Okay. All right. You shift your shape until you look like a secondary character from a bad 80s B-movie sci-fi.
Yep.
Okay. You head up to the mansion. The door opens. A rather brutal-looking scrap-built war drone opens the door up for you and gestures for you to come in. Welcome! Rog is packing his bags.
I see. I will assist him.
Very well. Will the rest of you need anything?
How about a tour?
A tour?
Yeah, show me the place.
It gestures expansively. This is a dwelling. Rog lives here. Behold!
I heard good things about the kitchen.
The kitchen? Very well, follow me. And it stomps across the junk scattered space.
And I'll give everyone a wink as I walk off.
All right. Once the groaning and rattling war drone is out of the way, you can actually hear other things. Junk slowly settling, but also more active noises coming from one of the upper floors.
Can I go and have a look for Rog?
Yep. You stamp your robot legs up the stairs. Presume the rest of you are just sort of securing the space.
Yeah, I will be.
Okay, right. So Toastertron follows the sound and stomps into what presumably was the bedroom. There is a very big, complicated-looking bed with all kinds of attachments and a coin slot, which you're not entirely sure what that's all about. Rog is a fairly short creature, perhaps 4 foot high, quite broad-shouldered. He is stuffing what looks like rather rare and complex mechanical bits into a big duffel bag.
Okay.
Can
I am before giving him a chance to do anything, crush his head.
Oh,
Okay.
no, okay. I mean, I was going to be more stealthily about making sure he's removed from the premises before killing him, but...
Just don't damage the
Okay.
heart.
You stomp up to him, catch him entirely by surprise. Can you make a close attack roll, please, Toastertron?
Yes. I've got -1 on close attack. This isn't going to go well.
But you do have a very basic sneak attack skill, which will offset that by 1. So, +0.
So it's a straight D20.
Yep.
2.
That's not going to hit, is it? Unused as you are to having a physical body, you go to crush his head between your powerful robotic mitts, and instead just like clap over the top of his head. He looks up, confused for a moment, and then realization dawns on his face. All right. Can everyone roll initiative, please? That's a D20 plus your initiative bonus. If it's not on your sheet, then it is a combination of your dex bonus and your wisdom bonus.
Okay, 16.
Okay.
9.
You want me to go ahead and make one as well?
Yeah, everyone should make one, just in case you want to rush up there and figure out what's going on.
I'll add it to the chat.
11.
Okay. Well, just tell me what you got in order. So, what did Ara get?
16.
Okay. And Zarix?
9.
9, what's that?
Yeah, 9.
Okay. And Sappho?
Sorry, we are rolling initiative or what? Because I didn't hear you.
Yeah, initiative.
Initiative. Okay. It's with a D20, right?
Yeah.
Okay. 14.
Okay. Let's put that in order. Not that combat will take that long because he's the weakest of them. All right. With lightning speed, Rog slips a powered shiv into his hand and stabs it into Toastertron's robot body, or at least tries to. What is your close defense, Toastertron?
13.
13. Right, he has +1 to attack. I rolled a 19, so that's 20. What's your armor on your body?
Good question. I'm not sure. I know I've got Juggernaut on my head, but I'm trying to find where I put a note for the body. I don't think you gave me an armor for the body.
Okay. Well,
My other
I think it
armor
was
is -3 1d12.
okay. We'll assume your janky robot body has 1 armor and 6 hit points.
Oh, I've got 18. You gave me 18 hit points for the body.
Oh, okay.
But didn't
Well, we'll
mention
still
armor.
assume it has armor 1. His power shiv is armor defeating, so you take 2 points of damage to your robot body.
Okay.
The parad shiv cuts through the exterior shell and severs a couple of internal coolant pipes. But nothing too serious. Nothing that can't be fixed with a bit of duct tape. And he tries to scramble back away from you. But then it is your go. So what does Toastertron want to do?
I'm going to make another attempt to crush his head.
Okay. You stomp after him, raising one enormous metal fist and bring it down towards him. Make a close attack roll. No bonus this time.
5.
You miss entirely and crush some kind of engine manifold that he had on his night table. No, that was expensive. Right, Ara. You hear shouts and sounds of combat from upstairs.
That person's still with me. How does he react?
The janky war drone. Yeah, what you think is its head sort of tilts upward, and a little light turns from green to red on its chest.
I'll open and slam a cabinet and go, oh, so what is these cabinets made out of? Is this real oak? Try to distract it, keep it here with me.
Your interior design observations are irrelevant. My principal is in danger. Weapons activated.
Does it move towards me or towards the upstairs?
Well, it's not its go yet, so.
Okay.
but it seems alarmed. Sappho.
Sappho is located close to where the rock is, or where the guardian unit is located.
You're at the bottom of the stairs still, where you came in, so you could get to either the kitchen or you could bound up the stairs.
Okay, because Sappho has realized that Toastertron is going to kill Rock, right?
Yes.
All right. In that case, Sappho is going to shout, Rock, if you tell us where your warehouse are hidden, maybe we'll spare your life.
Okay. Well, we shall have to wait to see how he reacts.
Mm-hmm.
The war drone's right arm seems to sort of break apart and transform, like, and some kind of tool appears. A couple of big prongs stick out, and then an arc of plasma cuts across it, and it starts towards the stairs. So the war drone emerges from the kitchen with its right arm aglow and red lights on all over its chassis. So the rest of you can see it now. But it doesn't attack anyone or do anything yet. Right, Alma's go.
I'm going to flurry of blows on the target.
Did you followed Toastertron upstairs, didn't you?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. So you can spring forward and attack. Go for it.
20 and 8.
Was that a natural 20?
No, that's I have a +3 because killer.
Okay. So you hit with that first attack. Roll damage.
Hits for 10.
Okay. What weapon do you use for that?
It is a vicious energy two-hander.
Okay, so you haul out the handle, the great big powered blade zaps into life, and you swing it down towards him. He brings up his gauntlets to try and block it. The blade melts away some of the armor and cuts into the flesh beneath, but he manages to deflect it slightly in the short amount of time that his armor holds. But he is grievously wounded, with black blood pouring from both arms.
Yeah.
Zarix.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
I'm going to attack the monolith thing.
The war drone? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Yep, with my monoflamant saber, if I'm close enough.
Yep, you can spring forward and attack. So your close attack is your basic plus your strength bonus. Roll a d20 and add that on.
Okay. Plus strength bonus. Ew, that's not good. Okay, roll my 20. I got a 9 total.
All right, not quite good enough. So you swing out with the blade, but it swings up its left arm and sacrifices a bit of armor that falls off to ward you off, and seems focused on stomping past you and up the stairs. All right.
I was trying to stop that.
New turn. Rog, despite the terrible pain in his arms, figures out, or seems to figure out, that Toastertron is not an enormous threat to his life and well-being, but that Alma is. So he flips a second powered shiv into his hand and lashes out. What is Alma's
18
close defense? Okay, that is a hit. Roll your armor. Well, what is your armor?
1d4 plus 2.
Okay, drop it to 1d3 plus 2 and roll.
Okay, and they take half damage for physical.
Yep. Never mind. He rolled minimum damage, so you took 1 point of damage.
Yeah, armor holds for 3. Yeah, it's literally a thing where it just scratches the front, armor looks down, looks back up, and goes, boo.
Ah, damn you. All right. Toastertron.
How does grappling work in this system?
God, you utter bastard. Let me see.
Yes.
As poorly as it does in every other system, or at least I can never remember what rules I came up with. I think it's under...
Do the grapple roll, and the confirmation of the grapple roll, and the grapple roll confirmation of the confirmation.
Okay, so you make a normal attack roll, plus a bonus if you have the wrestle skill. And then it's opposed power saves, to which you will also get a bonus if you have wrestling to keep hold of someone. So, just make a close attack first.
$19. It was a natural 20, but I have a -1.
Okay, so it's still a crit then. All right, you reach out while he's distracted by failing to hit Alma properly and manage to grab him by his upper arms on both sides. Your robotic fingers digging into him. He is held and unable to evade.
Okay, I want to shove him into his bag.
You have to wait for your next turn and beat him on a power save. All right, Ara, what do you want to do?
All right, I'm going to pull out my auto pistol and shoot that drone in the back.
Okay, you'll get +1 to hit for flanking, and you'll do +1 damage for flanking.
All right,
so but make a ranged attack roll on it.
All right, so that's Dex plus your combat base attack.
Yeah.
All right, that's 3. 6.
All right, you belt a few rounds into his back, but they ricochet off the armor. A lot of him seems to be ablative, whether by luck or judgment. So lots of bits are falling off him, but you don't seem to be doing any actual damage. At least the ricochet didn't hit you. Sappho.
All right, I'm going to draw my stun gun because I want to keep the guy alive so we can interrogate him. No, it's because, I mean, he used to deal with Orlan weaponry, so we need that mola from getting his stuff that most likely is still in hidden warehouses. So, right, I'm going to open fire with a stun gun and pray that...
You'll have to bound up the stairs if you're going to aim for Rogue.
That is a
But
given.
your stun gun is a ranged weapon, so yeah, you can fire from the doorway and try and hit him.
All right.
Okay, make a ranged attack roll. The difficulty is only 10 because he's held.
16.
Okay. So then he'll have to make a save or be stunned. He made his save. He is not stunned. So yeah, you fire a pulse beam at him. He goes, twitches a little, and then spits curses at you in his native language. Right. The drone ignores the fact it's being shot in the back, and stamps up the stairs behind Sappho and decides that Sappho is a worthy target because she's shooting at his principal. So he tries to hit you with his plasma cutter. What is your close defense?
The power armor defense, I think, is 18.
Okay, you are hit. What is your armor?
Sorry. I mistake the armor for what did you say? Because for some reason I hear you.
We've been close defense. You said was 18.
Oh, okay, close defense. No, yes, it's correct. It's correct.
Yeah, then I need to know your armor value. It should be a dice number.
A dice number is I think this was a 12. It's a D12.
Okay. So
roll
a D8. Roll a D8 for armor.
Yeah, because it's a plasma cutter. So it's one tier down. 4.
Okay. The plasma cutter bites into your armor, doesn't quite penetrate, but the heat sears your skin beneath. Take 1 level of damage, and there is a horrible smell of burnt hair.
My goodness.
Because you're covered in fur.
Yeah, she starts whining like a dog.
You're glad that's not my hair.
All right. Alma, he's completely helpless, held by Toastertron.
Okay, I guess I will kill the robot.
Okay. Turn around, cross the space to the robot where it stands in the door, and have at it. All right, make a close attack roll.
17 and 20.
Okay, that's 2 hits. Roll damage twice, please. I really need to tidy my desk.
6 and 15.
Yeah, because you put everything into that. All right. Your energy blade easily cuts through what's left of the junky armor and cuts the drone down in 3 separate sections. Sorry, master. So, Zarix.
Okay, I will do the same thing. I will attack the android robot thing.
It's dead.
Well, it's dead.
Oh, it's
I mean,
dead.
you can kick it while it's down if you like.
Yeah, sure, why not? Kick it while it's down.
You stamp repeatedly on its head, breaking the cameras and sensors. All right. Rog tries to struggle free. Can Toastertron please make a power save?
No power save. Oh,
Power
5.
save, yeah.
That's not good.
No.
D20 for this, right?
Yeah.
16. I'm assuming it's roll under, so that'll be a
Yes.
fail.
Fortunately for you, he also failed, so he doesn't get free. You managed to keep hold of him, but he is very wrigglesome, and it's probably only a matter of time until he breaks free. But it's your go.
Okay, I'm going to shove him in his bag and do it up.
That's not
Okay,
gonna...
can you make another power save, please?
Natural 20, just when I don't want one.
Okay, you start to shove him into his bag, but he manages to squirm free as you sort of lifting one hand to get his leg and push it in. So he sort of forward rolls off the bag onto the floor with a thump. So you've lost your grip on him. Ara.
This drone is down now?
Yep. Drone's down, cut into 3 pieces with glowing molten edges.
I'll rush up the stairs there, and I got to stop helping with Rog.
Yep. He is sat on his ass on the floor next to a bag with black blood pouring from his forearms.
Does the auto pistol have a non-lethal setting?
Yes, it's called aiming for the knee.
All right. We're going to aim for his knee.
Okay. Make a ranged attack roll at -5.
Oh. Maybe I should have aimed for his heart. No, that'll be a modified 1.
Okay. You aim in the direction of his knees, fire, and miss so completely that you shatter a lamp across the other side of the room as the bullet ricochets off something. At least you didn't kill him. Sappho, another stun ray?
Yep, that's right.
Go for it.
And Tirtan.
How much?
Tirtan.
What did you...
I roll a Tirtan.
15.
Okay. Sorry, I couldn't make that out. That is a hit. Okay, so he has to make a save, which he fails. And he has to make another save, which he succeeds on. He is stunned, but not knocked out. So he's struck by the beam, and half of his body goes numb, and he falls over to one side with an oof. The drone is destroyed. Alma?
All right, does he have a belly button?
What a peculiar question.
50-50.
Yes, his species has a belly button.
All right. I'm going to force my way inside and basically work on puppeting him.
No, don't kill him. Don't kill him.
That's the idea.
So you're going to squirm inside him and over him and puppeteer him is the idea, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. We'll count this as a grapple, but I will give you a +5 bonus. So add 5 to your power and roll under it.
To my power? Okay.
To your power save, yep.
Wait, how does power save work?
So normally you have to roll under it. It's usually half your strength.
Oh, I see.
But it may have been modified by something else.
Yeah, I got a I got 8 then, which is exactly what I have, so I make it.
Okay. Yeah. You all see Alma turn from a voluptuous blonde woman into a sort of spear of silvery liquid, dart across the room, hit onto Rog's belly, and shove into his navel, and half disappear into his body, with the rest of her sort of coating the outside of his body. He starts groaning and shuddering and making O faces. So his species does have a navel, but it is one of their sex organs, unfortunately or fortunately. Depends on how you want to look at it.
Witnessing that just gives me that whole sinking feeling in your lower regions, if you know what I mean.
It's that scene in Last Starfighter, isn't it? Oh, sorry, I trod on your foot. That's not his foot.
That was it Star Trek?
Was it that as well? I definitely know it's in Last Starfighter.
Yeah, probably.
The old jokes are the best. All right, you have control of him. So if you want to take him captive, you can now frog march him back to the ship.
Yep, I will.
Or you can decapitate him while he's completely helpless.
Oh, no, I will frog march him back to the ship just in case there's other security measures. They'll go off once
Okay.
it's, quote, expired.
Can I attempt to crush his head anyway?
No, no.
Wait till we get inside.
We were sent here to kill them.
No,
Yes. But let's get it so that he dies outside of the house in case there's some sort of emergency.
and at least have some time to interrogate him about his loot, because I want to make more money from this job.
Can I take his
All right.
energy shank?
Yeah, you could take his energy shifts.
Yeah. Like
Um,
literally we'll just empty out his pockets or whatever.
Yeah.
Energy.
His armor's too small for any of you to wear, I think. But his power shivs are 1d6 plus 1 damage. They ignore 1 level of armor, and they're undetectable by most sensors.
Definitely good to hold on to.
Yeah. Anyway, you march him back to the ship, sit him down, get him secured, and then Alma extracts herself from his body. If he could smoke a cigarette, he would. What is going on here? You're not with the Erlanth. You break into my house, which I paid very good money for, assault me, sexually assault me, and then drag me onto this rust bucket of a ship.
Well, we actually are bounty hunters and have been sent here for your head. But since you were a quite lucrative weapon smuggler, we could do another deal with you. If you are interested, of course.
Some things never change.
Well,
The
the thing is,
Erlanth took much of my fortune, but what can I bribe you with to let me live and go free?
the
Maybe
location.
why your bounty.
1,000 grams of palladium.
24,000 GP.
Well, obviously I don't have it on me right now, but
Well, what I wanted to know is, as an exchange for your life, Mr. Bex, is the location of your warehouse, which you should keep as as a security fund for the future in case that something went wrong, right? Because you are an intelligent sentient being, and you, as much as me, were aware that the Orlan maturity wasn't going to last for long.
so you have no compunction about my grave robbing.
No.
I have certain stashes out there in the galaxy, provided that they remain unmolested. I would be perfectly willing to share one of them with you if you don't kill me or turn me in. Take me with you when we leave. I'll guide you to one of my stashes, and then we can deal.
Well, one of your stashes is not enough. I would like to know the location of the wall lot.
If
Nah,
we're
I
going to
suppose-
bust you out of here and keep you alive,
I suppose I have no choice than to agree if I am to stay alive. Very well.
Excellent.
Could I possibly have some medical attention? I'm running out of blood.
Yes, I will now call for a medical bot.
Alma will take on, for lack of a better term, a straw type form and basically literally plug back into one of his veins and then, suck the blood back into him.
Oh, my goodness.
All right, you managed to get some of the blood back into him. The medical droid does what it can to bond his tough exoskeleton back together to stop him leaking anymore, and gives him some configurable blood packs to try and fill him back up. Well, that's one.
while he's waiting for us to go and handle the other people, could we additionally get him to upgrade the ship with any scrap that's lying around. As part of the payment, like as a down payment for getting him out of here.
I can take a look at your systems, certainly. I can't do much in such a small amount of time.
No, but if you can take a look and see what could be done.
Let's wait till after we get this taken care of before
he's got to do something while we're...
No, that's the idea of a prisoner. I don't want to risk him messing with their systems currently.
Drug him.
Yes, please. My arms are quite painful. I would appreciate some drugs.
Yeah, put him on whatever will zonk him out for surgery.
Space morphine.
Yep.
All right, the medical droid gives him a broad spectrum analgesic, and he starts tripping balls. Which should leave you free and safe to go after someone else.
Thank you very much, Herr Doctor.
Looking at the time, we've probably got enough time for you to go after another one.
I reckon we should probably not go for the one with the highest bounty because he's going to be the toughest. But maybe the second highest.
Yeah, Epstein.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's get rid of the unkillable man.
Oh, then I'm going to have to turn into an underage one. It's like, just looks at it, bucks and bomb, and goes, too old.
All right.
So this is the island mansion.
If he's undead, will he still be undead if he's got no head?
This is a good question.
All
right. Well, with Rog secured, you make your way to Epstein's asteroidal mansion. You arrive at the shores of the lake. There is a little pier that heads out into the lake, and through the mists that cover the lake, you can see a little island nestled in the middle of the lake. Dark and obscure shapes move beneath the waters.
Toaster, shock him.
Hey, Epstein.
Technically, it's the monster that's called Epstein.
I was expecting
I was expecting Toaster to throw a doll of a doll representing a kid attached to a rope and use a spade, no? So to fish him out of the
out of the mists comes a little barge being punted along by a tiny figure. Looks a bit like what they called from Star Wars, Jawas. That's it. Looks a bit like a Jawa, hooded robe. Can't really make them out very much. Big long punt which they're using to steer across the waters. Eventually, the barge nudges up against the pier.
You don't look like Epstein.
It dramatically pulls back the hood, and you realize it is a 3.5 foot tall gothic Lolita gynoid. Hello, you want to come across?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Doesn't cost, does it?
No.
Oh, now step on.
Are you guests or visitors?
Both.
Well, for those of you who are guests, I offer a broad range of services. Here is a pamphlet. Oh my god, this is disgusting. Can you even do that? You're not sure. Anyway, the barge starts to punt its way back across the lake towards the island. Out of the mists appears a tall, startled-looking owl statue. And beyond it, past various little shacks and buildings and little spinneys of woodland and so on, is the mansion, which is a series of geometric shapes piled one on top of each other, painted bright white. The barge nudges up against a pier at the other side, and your boat captain, miniature gynoid, invites you to step ashore. Let's go and see the master.
All right.
After you.
She skips ahead of you, showing you the way. You pass by a stables, which contains a large horse-like creature. There's a golden necklace around it that says Bubba.
Oh, no.
Eventually, you arrive at the main door to the place. She types in a code, and the door hisses open. She ushers you inside into the main lounge. There's a bunch of white leather couches with plastic covers on them, a big fur rug with a plastic cover on it. In fact, pretty much everything has a plastic cover on it of some kind or another. I'll fetch the master. Do you need anything while you're here?
No.
Drinks? Food? Drugs?
Oh, drugs would be good, yes.
You're a mechanical device, similar to myself.
They're not
That
for
will be
me.
difficult. Not for you. Oh. Well, all right. Let me attend to that. Another pair of similar gynoids appear from elsewhere in the building, and they all scurry about their various tasks, bringing you a big tray of drugs. You've never seen such an array of drugs before.
I will take them all, and I'm not sure I can pocket them because I don't think I have pockets. But
You probably have an internal cupboard space or something.
yeah,
There's also a
Right.
fridge magnet if you want to attach that to your central processor.
that sounds great.
Don't get toasted.
But the drugs will help make my toast more addictive.
This is true. You can tweak your formula. All right.
You can really say your toast is made of flour.
Epsteinstein appears silently at the bottom of the stairs. You don't realize he's there until he's there. He just looks like a withered corpse, but you don't smell rot. It smells of perfume and baby oil, if you're not mistaken. He's wearing a silken robe and slippers, and just stands there absolutely still, looking at you all.
Would you like some toast?
I do not eat toast.
But it's really good toast.
You are not guards. What are you doing here?
We're here to remove you.
He says we're not gods.
To remove me?
Well, here's the deal, since we seem to be doing that now. We've been sent here to kill you, but you're rich and presumably don't want to be here. So we could make it look like we killed you, and then you could go off and live a nice life somewhere else.
Yes. Back to my old ways.
But you'd have to pay us a shitload of money.
Oh, I have many shitloads of money.
Alma will just jump forwards and stab him in the head. It's like,
That's a surprise
this
attack.
Particular guy, no.
like that's
We
that
can't make
scene
it
in
look like he hung
from
himself.
that,
22 and 17 to hit.
like
Okay.
that scene from Dawn of the Dead, the machete to the head, zombie.
Okay, well, that's 2 hits.
All right. So
So
13 and 12.
13 and 12.
All right, I forgot that that scene was performed by Tom Savini himself.
All right. So yeah, you leap forward, lashing out with this enormous blade of yours, decapitating a couple of houseplants and leaving a massive scar in the wall. The blade hits into his neck once and then twice, cutting halfway through. So he just gurgles, but there's no blood or anything. It's like trying to hack down a tree. He staggers and topples to one side and raises his hand towards you, trying to gurgle out a command to the gynoids, but he can't speak. I need initiative rolls from everybody. Now that surprise is over.
All right. 12.
Well, just remember them for the moment while I sort out everything else.
Okay.
I'm going to write it down in the private chat.
Okay.
It's like, will you like the money? I have this pesky thing. It's called morals.
All right. Let's see.
So the undead guy was in 4.
Hang on. So Sappho got 12 initiative. Toaster got 17. Zarek's got 19. And Ara got 10. Okay, let me just organize that into order. Okay. So Epsteinstein gets to go first. The only person he can reach is Alma. He reaches out for you with one wizened, rotting hand. His robe falls open. Can you make a will save, please?
Will save. Oh boy.
It's just too sexy.
More like vomiting.
Forming. I fail. 19.
Okay. As his robe falls open, you catch sight of his crotch, and the genitals of a wide variety of different alien species have been stitched on in a confusing morass. It is like a bouquet of dicks. And you are horrified. -1 to attack. For the duration of the combat. Right. What is your close defense?
18.
Okay. He reaches out for you while you're stunned and recoiling, but doesn't quite manage to get hold of you. He does stagger up onto his feet, and his head sort of tears slightly and tips over to one side. Bonk, against his shoulder. One of the gynoids shrieks combat mode in a high-pitched Japanese schoolgirl voice. Her arms split down the middle and fold out like weapons, and she vomits baby oil. Aiming for Alma. with her attacks. So
Ranged is 17.
okay. The spray of baby oil misses you and splashes all over the wall. The needle pistols in her arms, however, do hit you. Roll your armor, please.
Okay. I got 3.
I got 1. So a bunch of crystalline needles impact into your body and just shatter against the surface without penetrating. Not that you need to worry that much about poison anyway. All right. Right, our crystalline friend, Zarix, is up next. Or did he disappear?
They've had to leave.
Okay. I thought he had another hour. Never mind. Okay. In which case, it's Toastertron.
Okay, so we've got Epstein with his head hanging off, but still undead.
Yeah.
And how many of those robots?
There are 3.
Okay, well, they're just shooting oil, which I'm not likely to find particularly
And
threatening.
poisoned needles, which don't bother you either.
Yeah. So I guess I'll go after Epstein and try and finish removing his head.
Okay. Make a close combat attack roll then, I presume.
So I got an 8, which presumably is not going to do anything.
That's a miss. You reach out for his head, but it flops around unpredictably and sort of hangs off down his back on a flap of skin. So when you go to grab it, it's just empty air. Sappho.
Sappho says, I regret not had brought my plasma thrower for this, as she draws her carabine and shoots Epstein in the balls.
There are many balls to choose
Which
from.
balls?
Well, if she will have brought an automatic fire weapon to deal with all of them.
Okay.
Spraying.
You're aiming for the crotch, so normally that would be -5, but there are so many genitals attached there, I'm not imposing any penalty.
Okay. 15.
That is enough to hit. Roll damage.
Okay. Let's see. It's a carabine, which no, sorry, one had. There he is. Medium caliber. 1d6 and 5.
Okay. You blow the tip off one of them, but the pain doesn't seem to bother him any, being an undead husk. He just seems, well, you suspect he's kind of outraged that you blew off part of his anatomy, but his head is currently lolling behind his body, so you can't see his expression. All right. Ara.
All right. Well, poison needles bother me. Pew, pew. I'm going to shoot one of the drones.
Okay. You twist towards the one that's already in combat mode and open fire.
All right. Nat 20.
Nice. Okay. Roll damage and double it.
All right. Six. Unfortunately.
Okay.
Still decent damage.
Yeah. You level your pistol and fire a couple of rounds. They both impact into her face, which cracks like porcelain because the upper part of it is porcelain, and falls away, revealing like a miniature Terminator skull inside. She says, "Owie, you gave me a boo-boo," and then aims her weapons at you.
No.
All right. Gynoid number 2 activates its combat mode and goes after Sappho with a pair of monomolecular shears.
Uh-oh.
She got 17 to hit. Close combat attack.
Okay, it was 18, so
that's ineffective. So, yeah, she either misses you or the blades slide against your armor. But, yeah, snip, while you quickly move out of the way. Right, and then Gynoid 3 activates and tries to vomit baby oil all over Alma. But only gets a 9 to hit, so that's not going to work. But the floor is now slippery. All right, new turn. Epsteinstein flops his head back forward, hisses, and reaches out at Alma. And scores a natural 20. Roll your armor, please.
4. Yeah, if it's visible, I take half damage, so...
Oh, true. You take 9 hit points of damage.
9 minus 4, so that'd be what, 5, or is that after everything?
That was after I took away. So, yeah, so it's still 9 hit points.
Oh, okay. Well, minus 9. Good thing I have 23.
Right, his cold, dead hand grips onto your squishy nano body, but everywhere he touches, nanites shut down or break apart. He seems to be aging them at an accelerated rate with his touch. It's rather unsettling. Right. Gynoid 1 continues to fire needles into Alma, but only gets 16, so fails to land any effective hits. They just bounce off you. Right, Toastertron.
I'm going to attempt to remove Epsteinstein's head again, I guess.
Okay. Make a
But I'm not
attack
really
roll.
a fighter, so...
Yeah, more of a lover and a toaster.
Wrong server. Oh, natural 20.
Nice. Roll your fisticuffs damage and double it.
I don't know what that damage is.
We will assume a d4 plus your strength bonus for your body.
My strength bonus is -1.
But that's as a toaster. So give it a +1 for your robot buddy.
Okay. So D4 +1 and then double it.
Yeah.
4.
Okay. All right. You managed to get hold of his head by the hair and pull on it. On the one end, the leathery neck skin starts to tear a bit more around and more sinew breaks off. And on the other end, you start peeling his scalp back off his skull. He hisses. Apparently he feels that as pain, but he is not down yet. Damn undead are tough. All right, Sappho, continue to shoot at his genitals, or?
no, I'm going to try to hit in what is left of the tissue regarding his neck. So I assist Toastertron in his attempts to decapitate the bastard.
Go for it. Ranged attack.
All right. 18.
That is a hit. Roll damage, please.
And 1d6. 5.
Okay. Right. You fire a few rounds, hitting into his neck stump and the skin that's slowly peeling away, punching a few small holes through it, but it stubbornly refuses to give way. Ara.
All right. So I hurt that bot a little bit.
Yep.
All right, we're going to finish her off.
Okay. You tighten your grip and fire off another couple of shots.
13.
just enough to hit. Okay, roll damage.
Right. 4.
Okay.
Not so pretty
Okay.
now.
You smash more bullets into the body and face of this bot. It staggers back under the hail of shots and starts fidgeting and sparking, but it's not quite down. All right. Two remaining gynoids team up on Alma. One grabs her around the legs while the other tries to stab her with its mono scissors. So that is... That's 16 to hit. What's Alma's close defense?
18, so that's a miss.
Yeah. So just stabbing wildly at you while the other one holds onto your leg like that, trying to hold you still. But it's just not...
They stab at little holes just form in the body.
Yeah, and then close up.
Yeah.
All right, new turn. Epsteinstein tries to maintain his grip on Elma.
You didn't let me go. I didn't get it.
Oh, didn't I? All right.
Yeah, I'll strike.
Oh. What was your initiative? It seems to have disappeared.
Mine was 7, so I didn't even get to go on the
7.
surprise round. I just thought, oh, that had to count as my turn.
Okay, then I think you've got 2 turns to catch up on, so take 2 goes.
Okay, then I'll attack twice, 6 and 12 for the first one.
Neither of those are going to hit.
Okay, second round, 20 and 17.
Okay, those both hit. This might be enough.
10 and 18.
Okay. All right. Finally, under a rain of blows from your 2-handed energy sword, you manage to sever his head from the rest of his body. The body tumbles. The eyes still glow for a minute, but he can't speak because he's got no lungs to push air through the mouth. So the head is still technically alive, but unable to do much of anything. The gynoids look on in horror, and then each of them drops to their knees on the ground, making weeping noises, pulls out little puzzle books, and starts doing Sudoku.
I see someone failed at their programming.
So it would seem.
All right. Toss the head into a bag, rip open his chest. I doubt he has a heart, but you never know.
There is a tiny little black heart in there.
Yeah.
It's about the size of a blackberry.
Alma's hand will just form into a little, like, bear claws type thing. Just jump around, pull out, and then put it in the same thing we put the head in.
Yeah. All right. The mansion shuts down around you. The lights, it's on going off, and you can return and put the head in the hold with your other captive. All right. So next time we can carry on with you going after more here with perhaps more of our regular crew, because I think I'm about done for tonight, unfortunately.
Can we loot the gynoids?
You can loot the gynoids. You can take the parts.
Oh, no, I wanted to take them. I suspect that they're worth something to the right buyer.
Probably.
You want to
yes.
rebuild them?
No, Alma work on reprogramming them so they have some level of autonomy.
And aren't just perverse playthings for the rich and disgusting. All right, let's quickly sort out experience
Turn them
points.
into ship guards.
I need to mark where the experience section is so I remember where to find it. Leveling up. Here we go.
Just remember, Epstein didn't kill himself.
He was decapitated by a gang of space mercenaries. Now we know.
So you don't want to keep his junk too?
Oh no, that will probably literally just get, the blade will just get pushed to there until there's nothing left. Now he's disarmed.
It could be a collector piece.
It's a conversation starter.
Conversation ender.
Yeah, I'm a jar full of pickle. Pickle Epstein dicks in a trophy hall. Oh my goodness.
Gosh dang it. Gripping viewing, I know. Well, I flicked through my own book trying to remember where I put something.
To quote Henry Jones Sr., I wrote it down so I wouldn't have to remember it.
I think one of my most common complaints when reviewing your stuff was the crappy indexes.
Yeah, probably. It's such a pain in the ass. But at least I put them in there. Lots of people don't. There we go. All right, so that is... That's 10.
Generally, the games are good and the index is crap, and you're a game designer, not an index designer.
No.
I'm going to put on my index finger. That's your middle finger, sir. I know.
I mean, this one does have a fairly extensive index. It's just for some reason I seem to have left out experience from it.
Is it under leveling?
It might be. Nope. And then I had to be clever with the chapter titles by making them all interesting rather than informative.
Well, if you're wanting to get going, I mean, we could just post how much XP we get on the Discord.
Yeah, it's just some of you might have leveled. I thought you might want to sort that out. Here we are. Found it. Page 66. So order 66 to level up. Technically, you don't have the reward yet. How did we do? Successfully. So in both instances, and got your way past the robot warden. All right, and how many of you are there? There were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players. So call it 200 experience each.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
There we go.
How many XP is it to hit level 2?
What class are you?
A robot, I can't remember. Scion.
So you need 1,750 XP to hit level 2.
Okay, and how much did we get today, sorry?
200 each.
Okay, so I've got 1,650.
So you're close. Close.
Yeah.
Next session for definite.
You should
All
have been with us when we took the big pirate ship. We got a lot from there.
Yeah, you got
Yeah.
a ton of XP from that.
All
right.
Some of us did level up in that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, we will come back to this next session with probably a somewhat different crew who are apparently in hypersleep or something. And we'll take it from there. Thanks for watching, people who are watching. Thanks for playing, people who are playing. Nice to see
thank you
some
for
new
running.
people come in. It's all good.
Thanks for
When
running
will I
it,
run
man.
it? Oh, you said
Thanks for running the
You asked me.
game, James.
Thank you. I don't know what's going on next week, but in theory, it's T-shirts survival game, and then the week after that, we should be back.
All right.
Barring disaster. All right. Good night, all. Take care.
Good night.
Night.